Wow.
Hi, Gaia.
Hi.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Great
Nice
to
meet
have you. Can you tell me a bit more about yourself? What's your current role and what led you to pursue this path?
I'm accredited parliamentary assistant, so I work with MEPs and I manage communication mainly. So I do a lot of content creation, social media management, as well as press relations. My free time, because social media is not enough for me, I do also content creation on the side. So I'm a sort of content creator for travel, EU opportunities, traineeships in the European bubble and beyond that as well.
And throughout this journey as an MEP assistant and as a public figure online, have you ever faced any challenges as a young woman in these spaces? Have you felt like the barriers were harder to overcome, and how did you navigate that?
Young women have challenges in lots of spaces, but I feel like especially politics and when it comes to institution, so both in politics and online, we have a hard time. For example, for me, one of the hardest time was when I was told that for a position they wanted a man. And I was already there. I was already doing the job. I was already, performing well. So I had a couple of these experiences like these where I was either belittled or I was, put down because I was a young woman. I'm proud to say that I have lots of friends and that are really successful, and I'm really proud of them for doing that. But because they're men, sometimes when they stood up for themselves, and I have a lot of stories about this, I heard stories, when they stood up for themselves, they were seen as, assertive, as bold, as, someone who know what they want in life. And for me, I'm just too emotional, too young, too inexperienced. So there's a little bit of double standards there.
So from your experience, what are the steps that we can take to encourage young women to step into the leadership roles, being in politics or in social media?
I think like having these talks and having places, whether it's an organization, a student association, a network, a blog online, to have these fora, to have these spaces when we actually talk about this is super important, as well as, being open about it. This happened to me. I was discriminated because I was a woman, or, I don't believe I'm skilled. No, you are. So one advice I would give is be kind, but also don't let your imposter syndrome, kick in and take over. Like I kind of like Taylor Swift at the Grammys when she's like, every artist is on stage singing and she's like there and dancing and dancing and like hyping people up. I want to be that. I try to be that for other people.
And what was your greatest source of inspiration for all of this, for your social media?
So I feel like a lot of people brought something into my life, whether it's career, professional, personal life. But I'm a cliche if I say Taylor Swift. Yes, I am probably. The way she shows us that even when you get to those levels, when you're, one of the most famous people on the planet, you're still questioned, you're still undermined, you're still challenged. So it's not about us, it's about other people.
Yeah.
I would definitely say Taylor Swift is a role model. Great. And then my mom, of course, because, she worked so hard for me to be here. Like, she's been working hard like her whole life for me to be able to study, to travel, to go abroad. And even though I worked and I paid my own travels and studies, she always offered as much as she could. So she's definitely a role model.
That's great. So to finish, I wonder, what is the one thing that people don't know about you and would be surprised to learn?
One serious one is that I'm shy. And people think that because I'm a content creator, I'm like, oh, you're like super open and super... No, I'm shy. It takes a lot of like effort and energy for me to be able to go and talk to people. And people are just like super surprised when they learn that, like, but you're online. I'm like, yeah, sure, but I'm recording myself. Yeah. I have time to prepare. I try to keep it real on social media too. Like, I'm just a person and I have flaws too. I'm not perfect.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.